I was like, y'all got to get the here. So I'm telling Charlie, trying to get back at the guy. I'm in the middle. I'm grabbing Will out the chair like, y'all got to go. And there's nobody from there in the circle with credibility that has ever said anything. Everything's always been speculation. That lounge, Duane Martin said it was owned by Will. Will brought him that. The Bentley, Will brought him that. The home he lived in, Will gave him the.
I was like, y'all got to get the off here, so I'm telling Charlie, trying to get back at the guy. I'm in the middle. I'm grabbing Will out the chair like y'all gotta go. There's nobody from there in a circle with credibility has ever said anything. Everything's always been speculation that lounge the Wayne Martin say he owned. It was owned by Will. Will brought him that the Bentley Will brought him. That the home he lived in Will gave him the money. Rumors about Will's alleged pride streak have been reigning in the industry for years. But recently, Will Smith's secretary spilled the beans on his intimate affairs in an interview with Tasha K. As the secretary claims to have receipts that back up his claims, Will's verbal denial is not working. Let's delve into this latest controversy that has set the industry ablaze in a shocking revelation during a recent appearance on the Unwind with Tasha K podcast. Will Smith's former secretary Bell made a jaw-dropping claim about witnessing a clandestine encounter between Smith and Duane Martin. He spared no detail as he vividly described the alleged incident, which reportedly took place in a dressing room. He said, "All right, I open a door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will Smith has finally opened up on his former assistant allegations about his rendezvous meeting with his co-star and friend. A representative for Smith denied the accusations, calling them ridiculously false, according to TMZ. Smith's representative said this story is completely fabricated and the claim is unequivocally false. The outlet also revealed that Smith is considering taking legal action against Ball for his bold accusations. Jada Pinkett reiterated that intention in a new preview of an interview with Power 100. 5-1's The Breakfast Club, and this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action to add to that. Jada claimed that these allegations were just blackmail made rile for him. She explained that all had actually tried to cut into their pockets in a similar fashion before this attempt, that they in some way were doing business around Will's book and that they spent money or what have you, and that they needed to be compensated. You see, even though the couple is vehemently denying everything, it is important to note that Brother Bale was with Will for more than 30 years. He has openly addressed that he is credible because he has all the receipts to prove his allegations. There's nobody from there in a circle with credibility has ever said anything. Everything has always been speculation, not showing any mercy to the Independence Day actor. Bilal continued further that Will was also unable to please his wife Jada in bed. He said, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there is nothing you're going to do to please her. This revelation comes at a time when aspects of Will and Jada's marriage have been under scrutiny. The couple confirmed they have been separated since 2016, but have no plans for a legal divorce. Despite living separately, the Smiths continue to appear in public together, and Will has publicly referred to Jay as his wife. For those who don't realize, it basically entails that Will and Jada were not in a marital relationship when the Oscar slap happened. In an interview with USA Today, Jada said 2016, "You and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. It was not a divorce on paper." Per now, this perspective is quite interesting because Jada has repeatedly claimed that she has no idea why she ended up marrying Will. Not in a million years would I have dreamed that the Fresh Prince and I would become very acquainted. Not in a million years did I imagine 3 lives their fates would be so intertwined, and I never would have imagined that this video would become a tangible memory of the last time Pac and I were simply kids together. Pac and I lip-syncing parents just don't understand by Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince during our junior year in high school. Who would have thought to top it off? Back in 2012, Star Magazine published a story on their front page alleging that Will had a gay relationship with actor Duane. They further claimed that it was the reason why Will's marriage with Jada was falling apart. Additionally, in 2022, YouTuber Trisha Piss accused the legendary actor of sleeping with her male dancers when they didn't want to, although Will didn't comment on the act. Allegations, like all of the previous times, Jada took it upon herself to address the rumors. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, she said, "I've heard all the things about our relationship. Their marriage is not real. He's gay. She's gay. They swing, but at the end of the day, people have to believe what they have to believe one thing will, and I are not here to do, is like what's real for us is what's real for us. So you can either get on that bandwagon or not apart from that. This is not the first time Will has been accused of having a pride streak. Many years back, his co-star Alexis Arquette revealed that Will cheated on his first wife with a man when Jada comes out as gay, and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina. Then I Will listen to them Will threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation. When he was required by the scene to kiss Anthony Rapp, he persuaded the director to shoot the back off. His head in frame blocking the non-existent lip lock. Entirely him. Gays have enemies. They lurk in gilded closets. Outing is healthy. You are either with or against us. You decide today at one point in time. The Red Table Talk show host even suggested that the separation was essentially a divorce, and we're no longer romantically together, although that's not the end of the story. She said we were still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership right and in regards to how do we present that to people, and we hadn't figured that out. However, Jada stated that she made a promise that there would never be a reason for them to part ways legally. In an interview with NBC, she said we would I'll work through whatever, and I just haven't been able to break that promise. He can't be this perfect, idealized husband. I have to be able to accept him for the human he is. He has to accept me for the human I am, and we want to love each other there. It might surprise you, but Will himself admitted that he was actually in an open relationship with his legal marriage partner. He explained that at some point their marriage had stopped working, so they started to explore other options. Our marriage wasn't working. We can no longer pretend we were both miserable, and clearly something had to change. Jada never believed in conventional marriage. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship, so she grew up in a way that was very different than how I grew up. There were significant, endless discussions about what is relational perfection, what is the perfect way to interact as a couple, and for the large part of our relationship, monogamy was what we chose, not thinking of monogamy as the only relational perfection. The Emancipation actor claimed that he believed that marriage was all about freedom. He said we have given each other trust and freedom with the belief that everybody has to find their own way, and marriage for us can't be a prison, and I don't suggest our road for anybody. I don't suggest this road for anybody, but the experiences that the freedoms we've given one another and the unconditional support to me is the highest definition of love. In an episode of Title S Rap Radar podcast, Will detailed his approach to his unconventional marriage. He said we refer to ourselves as life partners, where you get into that space where you realize you are literally with somebody for the rest of your life. There's no deal breakers. There's nothing she could do, ever nothing that would break our relationship. She has my support till death, and it feels so good to get to that space. Over the course of time, Jada has also admitted that she had an entanglement with her son's friend and August Elena while being legally married to Will. She said we decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy from there. As time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely, with the strange dynamics of their relationship. Fans believe that Will and Jada are just not right in the head, and it is influencing their children as well. I had heard about these rumors a long time ago about Will and Jada being bisexuals. However, I didn't believe it now, finding out that Jada and Will not living together for 7 years. Jada's affairs and tables of Campbell's ex-husband, and believe it all. Now I am a married woman, and I'm disgusted by it all. If I was Tisha, I would have divorced him immediately. Will and Jada are twisted. Now I see why their children don't understand what sex they are. All these black stars have been role models, and now they are making the black community look bad. I hate to hear all of this. I am going to pray for all involved because God is now happy with any of this. That's it for today. See you at the next one. Goodbye.